U.S. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is in India. This is the third country that she is visiting as part of her first foreign visit since becoming the Director of National Intelligence. She met with Prime Minister Modi a short while ago. Prime Minister Modi presented Tulsi Gabbard with a vase of the Mahakumbh water from the Holy Sangam. She also met with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh earlier today, as well as National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. She also took part in an Intel Chiefs Conference that was hosted by New Delhi. After the tumultuous last few years under the previous Biden presidency, particularly on the Khalistan issue, where the feeling was that the Western countries, particularly Canada, the United States, and even Britain, had become a safe sanctuary for some of these extremist Khalistan elements, the new intel boss of the United States of America seems to be indicating that America is willing to turn a new page when it comes to this whole Khalistan issue and India's perceived grievance that America and Canada and Britain, to a great extent, were offering these safe havens or sanctuaries to these Khalistani elements to run riot. She's now indicated a willingness to move on, to look beyond that particular sour chapter. But the proof of the pudding has to be in the eating, because India has expressed concerns over some of these anti-India activities by Khalistani groups, particularly the Sikhs for Justice under Gurpant Singh Pannu, which is operating with aplomb both in the United States as well as in Canada. India has raised this issue specifically when Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and the US Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard met earlier today. Sources have also revealed during that meeting that Rajnath Singh requested the US administration to take strong action against SFJ as well as all other pro-Khalistan elements that are operating from American soil. According to an official statement, both leaders emphasized that strategic security remains a vital pillar of the comprehensive global strategic partnership between Washington and New Delhi. Both leaders have also explored avenues for collaboration in cutting-edge defense innovation as well as niche technologies, critical emerging technologies, etc. in that conversation that happened between Tulsi Gabbard and Rajnath Singh. Let's listen in to my colleague Akash, who was there on the sidelines of the meeting.
It was an important meeting between Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and US Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard. Out of many issues that were deliberated in this meeting, sources say that Khalistani issue remains the highlight. Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh raised the issue of Khalistani extremists in front of Tulsi Gabbard and asked her to list organizations like Sikh for Justice as terrorist organizations. In fact, sources within the Ministry of Defence are telling us that how Indian side somewhere pointed out the Pakistani links of Sikh for Justice. In fact, in this meeting that lasted for 30 minutes, several other issues like maritime security, cooperation, intelligence sharing, and a number of other related issues were discussed, and both the sides concluded this meeting on a happy note, saying that they are ready to cooperate with each other.
But ultimately, whether or not the new Trump administration and whether the new DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, is willing to walk the talk depends entirely on whether America will cooperate with some of these names, high-profile gangsters and extremist elements who are there in the United States. In fact, Indian security agencies under the direction of the MHA, the Ministry of Home Affairs, had compiled a list of 12 gangsters who are based in the United States. They are facing all kinds of trial, all kinds of legal challenges there in the US. This list was shared with Washington when Prime Minister Modi went there recently back in February, on the 13th of February, when he met with President Trump. This list was shared with the US side, the US authorities. Who are the names in this list? It includes some prominent criminals like Anmol Bishnoi, for example, who is the younger brother of the notorious gangster Lawrence Bishnoi, who's in the Sabarmati jail. He's wanted in multiple cases. Anmol Bishnoi is wanted also in the firing case, the firing that happened outside Salman Khan's Bandra residence some months ago. So he's one of the main accused there. He was arrested recently in a fake documents case. He apparently entered the United States in an illegal fashion. And the question that needs to be asked to the new DNI is how come he's not being sent back because he's an illegal immigrant, just like the Trump administration has done with illegals wherever they come from. But his extradition is likely to be a long-drawn process. That's what we understand. He's not the only one. There's also Goldie Brar, again facing multiple charges in the United States. He's in a jail in the US right now, associated with significant organized crime networks here in India as well. He's been a declared terrorist under the UAPA, and he had claimed responsibility as the mastermind of the murder of Sidhu Moosewala, the very popular Punjabi pop artist. Meanwhile, India is also seeking the extradition of Dharmanjot Singh Khalistan, who is an alleged weapons supplier who played a crucial role in planning Moosewala's murder. Khalistan is said to be a key link between the Canada-based Bhabbar Khalsa International, the BKI, operative Lakbir Singh Landa, and the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. He's also suspected of smuggling weapons, explosives, and heroin into India. Then there is Amritpal Singh, alias Amrit Pal, a US-based operative of the Jaggu Bhagwanpuri gang. He's also wanted here in India. Authorities claim that he manages the gang's illegal activities in Punjab. He was involved in establishing terror modules in collaboration with Paramjit Singh Pomma back in 2023. Now, while this issue did not come up directly, at least in the meeting with Rajnath Singh, the US intelligence chief Tulsi Gabbard has reiterated that President Donald Trump is committed to defeating the threat of Islamist terrorism. She said wherever it happens, whether it is in India, whether it is in Syria, whether it is in any part of the world, President Trump wants to crush Islamist terror. A fight that she said that the United States was united with India on. Let's listen in to what Tulsi Gabbard said about the fight against terror.
Prime Minister Modi's visit to the White House. As you know, they are already good friends. It was a very great opportunity for them to share their joint vision for the U.S.-India partnership and the opportunity for us to continue to strengthen that partnership. So the meetings that I've had here with different Indian government officials and intelligence officials really is set on that foundation of how we can continue to integrate, how we can continue to strengthen our relationship. What I appreciate about President Trump and his approach and some comments that I heard Prime Minister Modi make recently is they are very practical and they are pragmatic and are looking to strike that balance that will allow us to hopefully prevent any kind of conflict. The goal, of course, that we all share is to achieve peace, to increase prosperity, and to ensure stability and security for both of our peoples, but in the region as well.